Tender Mercies here in Asheville, Spanish.
Tender Mercies in Chat Valley.
Tender Mercies in Dalton, too.
Tender Mercies in Collegedale.
Tender Mercies here in Jamestown.
Tender Mercies in Cleveland.
Tender Mercies in Marion. Yeah.
Tender Mercies in Greenville.
I just got baptized.
And so we pulled up to church today, and members were with him like almost the entire time. And we showed him the font after, and we invited him to be baptized.
So pull up on June 22nd, because he said yeah!
What happened then?
And we put him on date for June 21st. Tender Mercies.
Let's go, Daniel!
We just had the bestest lesson with our new friend Trill.
Yeah, we talked to him about the Book of Mormon. We gave him a Book of Mormon. We read him a few scriptures, taught him about the sacrament, and he's coming to church tomorrow.
Yay!
That she was baptized in Mexico in 2011. And she remembered the names of the missionaries. We read the Book of Mormon with her.
And basically, she's gonna help her husband get baptized.
Mm-hmm.
Tender Mercies in Poplar Creek.
We just went finding with the sister missionaries.
And how many people did we find? 2. Woo! Tender Mercies.
Yay!
Tender Mercies in Atlanta. A year ago, we found Lily at the park.
And today I received my endowment.
I told him about the Book of Mormon, and we invited him to church and everything, and I'm going to come and he's going to come, and a lot of active people already come, so that's cool.
And we knocked on her door, and she goes, yeah, I put in the request to meet with you guys. I want to come to church. And we were like, dang right you do. She is planning to come to church tomorrow with her 2 kids, and she is so excited.
We had a lesson with our friend Glenn and Christy, and we taught them the law of chastity.
Yeah, they got some solid plans to get married, and they're going to be at church tomorrow.
Tender Mercies.
Tender Mercies.
Yep. So we just had a church tour with our friend Austin. He's a media referral, and he's super cool. Looking for a fresh start. And we taught him the doctrine of baptism. And now he's on date for the 29th.
Oh, look, Tender Mercy in Watauga. We just had a church tour with our homie Terry.
Yeah, he's getting baptized.
Let's go, Terry. June 15th. Facebook found him last night. Brother Shelley did.
We just came to Ingalls to finish out our day strong with some more invites. And we talked to like 3 people, and all 3 of them were super willing to come to church tomorrow.
And we asked him if he's got somewhere to worship on Sunday. No, he doesn't. And what does he say? I want to come tomorrow. Woo!
So today, Sacrament Saturday, trying to get all our friends to church, and a lot of fine grinding. How many people we find out, Harley?
We found 7 people today. It was a great day. They're all coming to church tomorrow.
So we found Jimmy last week, and now we're teaching his wife and his stepdaughter, and they're all coming to church tomorrow. Tender Mercies!
He was like, you know what? I'm committed. We're going to church tomorrow, and it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. And so Alfonso is coming to church tomorrow, and it's going to be sweet.
We were just doing our Sacrament Saturday plans, and we visited our friend Mark with a member, and we put him on date for June 15th. Tender Mercies! 3 of our friends came to church today. 2 of them, we showed them the font after our class.
Yep, and they're on date now for June 22nd.
Yay!
Yeah. So we just had a church tour with our friend Jaden, and we got a member there. His name's Brother Shields, and he's so cool.
He absolutely killed it. He walked our friend Jade around all over the place, telling her all about it.
Well, we taught about the doctrine of baptism in every contact. Our friend Gray was just put on date for June 28th. So
Double June 28th. Gonna be a hype day.
prayers up.
Tender Mercies and the Tennessee Knoxville Mission.
Hurrah for Israel!
Hurrah! Hurrah! Hurrah!
So we keep talking about baptism, and she kept just saying how much she wanted it. She talked about how she wants to pay her tithing. God, so good. So good. And so what else could we do? We put her on date for June 8th.
Well, tonight is the first night where we are starting our evening services of church for all of our new converts that can't come to church because of work and all of our friends that can't come to church because of work. So
pray for a lot of friends to come.
yeah, we've got a lot of people confirmed, so we're excited. Prayers up that everyone gets to take the sacrament and feels that power in their life.
So I went up to the guy at the counter thing to get like a water cup, and the guy was like, "Hey, did one of y'all leave like a Book of Mormon like over there sometime?" And I was like, yeah, probably someone did." He's like, "I've been reading it. It's pretty cool." What?
Mm-hmm. So we got his number and we set up a time to meet up, and that was today. And we're like, where have you read to? 2 Nephi 24.
So our member has been bringing her grandson to church the past couple weeks, and after church today we invited him to go to Marianne's baptism, and we testified about the gift of the Holy Ghost. And he said, "It sounds like I need to get baptized." So we put him on date for June 8th.
And we were able to answer his questions about the proper authority to be baptized and about the Book of Mormon. We invited him to be baptized and he said yes!
He is so excited and literally so elect. We showed him a picture of Jesus Christ doing the laying on of hands, and he is just so ready to have the gift of the Holy Ghost. And the members, they were like, okay, well, we need to go camping and fishing and doing all this stuff. So they are really connecting well with her. And Shauna wants to bring a friend to church on Sunday. Shauna is elect. Pray for her.
Tender Mercies and House Mountain. Stormers are on date for baptism. Let's go! Let's go!
Tender Mercies in Atlanta! I went to the temple for the first time! Yay!
Just went to the temple of Quantel. How was it, Quantel?
I can say for this experience, the temple is not only phenomenal, it was amazing, but it's also a new environment that you should take in. You know, God has opened His doors, and not only just His doors, but our hearts and our minds.
We gave him one of these, and we told him to read 3 Nephi chapter 11. And he just barely shot us a super sweet text saying thanks for coming over, and he had an awesome time, and told us that he's reading it right now.
Tender Mercies in Spring Creek. Even though it's P-Day on transfer week, we put our friend on date for June 22nd.
And he started loving it. He got really good or deep into it, and he wants to come to church.
He's going to church. Tender Mercies.
In other news, he brought us Sonic.
Yeah, we got a bag of food. He's
Let's
so
go.
goated.
We didn't even ask for that.
Yeah, he's so sweet. That was so awesome.
Shout out Samuel.
Yes.
Tender Mercies.
He moved here for college and everything, and he's like, yeah, I'm actually looking for a church and looking to grow my relationship with Jesus Christ. Then he was like, can my friend come to church with me? Of course. and he set an alarm and a reminder in his phone, and we set up daily contact.
It's a good quality find. Skylar's coming to church.
That was 212, elders and sisters. 212.
Yeah. Actually, a while back, he was getting invited by Elder Cloud every single day for months, and he never came. But every time he was going through a hard time, he said missionaries would just always pop up. And he said it's finally time to make a change. And so he pulled up to a church tour, and we put him on date for June 22nd.
We just met with our friend Donald. We've been working with him for the past couple of weeks, trying to help him overcome his word of wisdom issues. And he said he's been clean for the past couple of days. So we put him on date for June 14th.
Just on his own, he's been working off of all the things in the word of wisdom. And we asked him to pick a date that he'd be willing to quit. And he picked tomorrow. And so he's hopping off all of his word of wisdom things, and he's on date for the 22nd.
And he said that when he went into the church that he never felt so much joy in his life, and that he's been so happy ever since he went. And so he really wants to come to church, and we asked him if he could stay afterwards so that we could
explain how he can always have that joy and happiness through the Holy Ghost and baptism.
Tender Mercies in Atlanta. I'm Les Blanstein, my first time to temple, and I got to baptize my mother today. Woo! And Abraham's here.
We chatted with him and we set up this church tour, and he pulled up today, and we had a super fire church tour with him. Showed him the font, and
we put him on date for the 29th
of June.
Let's go!
So Carrie wanted to tell her family that she'd been meeting with us missionaries and that she'd been wanting to join our church before she agreed to get baptized. And last week she was able to finally tell her family about us and everything.
And today we extended her the invitation to be baptized, and she said yes.
Tender Mercies in Eastridge. We just had an amazing lesson with our friend Lillian. She's been reading the Book of Mormon. She's really progressing and we're so happy for her.
Also, there's a rainbow. Woohoo! Tender Mercies.
What a beautiful day.
We talked a lot about baptism. Yeah, we showed them around the chapel and the different rooms, and we taught them the importance of everything. We taught them about baptism, and we set them on date for baptism on June 15th.
Let's go.
And she's so awesome. We talked with her about the Book of Mormon and how it can bless her life. And she's like, I'm ready, guys. I'm ready. And she's on date to be baptized on June 29th. Tender Mercies.
Tender Mercies in Pleasant Ridge. Jason's on date.
Hello.
Hey yo, Tender Mercies in Bristol. We had a lesson with our friend Robert tonight.
Yep. We got his cigarettes. He's committed to the word of wisdom and he's getting baptized on the 15th.
Let's go!
She's basically getting baptized.
Basically already baptized in the water.
It was epic. Best
Already confirmed.
referral experience of my life.
Yeah, she's super excited. We're meeting with her soon. And yep, the end. Tender Mercies.
And she wasn't going to come, but after we got to talking and everything, she's going to let me come by in the morning and pick her up. So yeehaw. Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Faye's coming to church.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we love Sister Finley. She's the best.
Oh, yeah. No strangers in my dictionary. Nope, nope, nope.